What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Quillo, Talk Live, right back at you. Before I start this video, before I start this live, make sure you hit the like button, share the video, share it out so it gets all you trucks out there, over the road, local, LTL, freight haulers, container haulers, um, straight jobs, everybody that's behind the wheel, down to a stinger, hot shots, everybody that does what I do, right? But most of y'all don't really drive an 18 wheeler, but I do. Where I put that at? Now you don't got information that came out. Got a couple comments that I want to respond to. Nothing bad, but just a few comments I would like to respond to. A couple cats want to know what it is, and the audio from the guy. See first of all, let's get to the LIA. The LIA means International Longshoremen Association. That's what the LIA means. It's being International Longshoremen Association. That's your LIA. The president of that, the run the union, is Harold Daggett. His name is Harold Daggett. Now, see, for a long time, nobody don't know. If you've been in the ports as long as me, since I've been in the ports since '98, you would know that the mob has played a big hand in the port. If you know that, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're going to know today. The mob played a big hand when it comes down to being in the port, running the union, and all of that. And that's just how life always been. Life always been like that. Somebody else's hands is in the pocket, right? Let me see if I can get the comments up. There you go. What's going on? What's going on, Sharky? I see you in the building. Oh, you got it. Don't worry about it. So, what up, Trooper 69? For a long time, the mob done had their hands. I remember days back then, 19, early 2000s, when you had to go down to Sealand. You had to go down to Sealand in the port. Sealand is 8 p.m. I'm gonna school y'all on something. Sealand, Mart Terminal is actually we call it Berth 88. Call it Berth 88. You call it Sealand, you can call it 8 p.m. Terminal. Whatever you choose to call it, that's what it is. And they always had. Sometimes you was given an envelope, and it'll tell you go on the docks, talk to the three wise men, the three big guys on the dock, and you give an envelope. That's how things used to be back then. It was crazy like that back then. I didn't have to do it, but I done heard people do what they had to do to get freight out the port, to get certain containers moved, so you ain't got to wait 4 or 5 hours in the port. I don't care what they saying about the port. The ports, for what I'm hearing, that see, I always say this, right? And I'm gonna school you out on something. If you let a person talk long enough, they tell you everything you need to know. I'm saying, think about what I'm saying. If you let a person talk long enough, they will tell you everything you need to know. They get to run in their mouth. Now you're starting to watch the news and they talking about the money they making. It wasn't when the news first reported, they was making for anywhere from $25 to $39 an hour. Now they up here talking about they making 88 to 90,000 a year. That ain't $25 an hour. What up, Sonny Blanco? That ain't $39 an hour. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. That's not that. If you making 90,000 a year, you making more than $25 an hour. If you making 90,000 a year, you making more than $40 an hour. They making money in the port. The lady representing the LIA in Brooklyn has said inflation went up. You can't buy food in the supermarket, right? That's what she said. But she also said the customers raised the price of the containers. The customer raised the price of the container. And that's something we got to deal with that. Because the customer raised the price of the container, but the rates for me to get a container out the port don't went down. So if they raise the price of the container and everybody bidding for it, so I'm getting it for pennies on dollar then. So I always say, man, Yeah, 39 to $45. That's about right there. That's about right there. 39 to $45 easy, plus overtime, plus time and a half. They up to about $70 already. They're already up there when they're on time and a half. But I always say, if you let a person talk long enough, they'll tell you everything you need to know. So for them to say that the price of the container went up and you giving it to the person I'm leased on to, and I'm getting it for 70-30. So somebody is keeping a major cut. Somebody keeping a major cut. Because now you saying that the price of the container went up, fuel done came down, and the rate still coming down. Still coming down. This don't make no sense, man. You let them talk long enough. The president of the LIA, Harold Daggett, making $900K a year. A year. You hear me? He making damn near $1 million a year. And all he got to do is pop out. This man is sitting on 2 yachts, Bentley. The man eating, and he ain't even got, he don't even, I got a cigar. You see this cigar right here? This cigar right here cost me $20. What up, Big Back? This cigar cost me $20. Can you imagine what that man is smoking? Can you imagine? 100 grand a year would get you the best Cubans or whatever you choose to smoke. 100 grand a year. And he don't even have to, he probably got somebody taking off the plastic for him. He probably got somebody taking off the paper, and he got somebody lighting it for him. 100 grand a year. And you said the boss ain't making no money? The union delegate is making more than the port workers. Come on, let's make this make some sense. The union delegates, the guys that run the union, is making more than the guys in the port. 900,000 a year. And he's saying that if they don't go back to work, exactly. He didn't want. Let me tell you something, Big Back. This strike was planned 3 months ago. See, I'm in the port every day. I talk to the port driver. I talk to a lot of LIA. I talk to the portsmen, and this already been going on for 3 months. 3 months, we've been sitting out the ports for 4 hours to get in. 4 hours to get in. It got so bad that they had to bring Newark police in. They had to bring state troopers in. They had to bring Elizabeth police in just to direct traffic in the port for us truck drivers to get in the port. That's how bad it got. It's been like that for 3 months. They been knew this strike was going to go on. They knew this was going down. But everybody kept quiet. Now, the drivers didn't say anything because we say, it's always been backed up. So they're going on port for what, man? For what? And that's what they've been doing. This has been going down. Y'all just getting effect of it. But as drivers like myself, I'm out of work. Yay, 90K. I'm out of work right now. I can't go back to work until they decide on what they're going to take. They was offered 50 to 50%, 50 to 55%. They turned it down. They turned it down. They even saying that we will go to unemployment if they force us to go back to work. Because they want higher pay, and higher pay. I understand they fighting for insurance and benefits and all of that, but they want higher pay. Let me tell you how the port work. Let me tell you how it work. Big Back, right? Barry, Trooper 69, Sonny Blanco. Let me tell you how it work. You go apply for the port right now. You ain't getting in. They got a clause in there that they don't want nobody other than family coming in the port. So if you're not family, you ain't getting a job. The only way you get a job, it's the luck of the straw, man. The only way you can get in the port right now in Jersey, in New York, in Brooklyn, in Staten Island, it's the luck of the draw. You got to be family. You got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody with some of this. Because if you don't know nobody, if you're not family, you ain't getting in the port. That's how the port works. That's how the port works. You have to know somebody to get in the port. You just don't walk down Freeland Heinz Avenue in Newark. Put y'all on game. Freeland Heinz Avenue in Newark, right before you get to Haynes Avenue, right between it's between the halfway house, the post office, and the fire department. Once you see that light by the fire department, you make that left go in the back. The LIA building on the right-hand side. I've been there already. Friend of mine's working the port. Gave me 2 applications for me and my boy. I dropped both of them off 4 years ago. His son got in 7 months later. I ain't seen nothing yet. That's how it worked. I got a TWIC card. I got a SingLink card. Don't no other port need that. Virginia, Maine, New Hampshire, Virginia, Delaware, North Carolina, Charleston, Savannah, Texas, Houston, Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville. Don't nobody need a SingLink card, but New Jersey and New York need a SingLink card. When they came out with the TWIC card, then there, what, 100-something thousand people lost their job because they need a SingLink card to get in the port. And even with a SingLink card, they won't even hire nobody, man. The SingLink card they go back. It's a government issue card. They go back 10 years. 10 years. And if you got any domestic violence, open warrant, open cases, domestic violence, they would keep your 128 or 148. They keep your money and snub you. You lose the money, you ain't getting the TWIC card. That's how bad they got it in the port right now. So drivers like me with a TWIC card, I can still get in. But can I get in with the port? Nope. They won't hire you. They won't hire you. I had somebody left a comment for me and said the LIE and the dock workers are different. I know that. I pretty much know that. I do know that. I appreciate you for putting that out there. I know y'all different, but the thing is, you still work in the port. You still work in the port. Now you can't work with a felony. If you have a felony, well, basically like this, if you don't have an open warrant or open, like, you can still get a TWIC card with a felony, don't get me wrong. I know people that did 10 years and on some Fed, and they was able to get a TWIC card, but you can't have no open warrants. You can't have no open charges. You can't have no domestic violence against kids or women. If so, you're not getting a TWIC card. A lot of guys, a lot of longshoremen, few of them, and dock workers at the port that had these issues, they lost their job. Because if you have these felonies and open warrants and open charges on trying to apply for a TWIC, they're going to deny you. I'm going to tell you, they're going to take your money, though. They're going to take that 128, 148. It's good for like 4 years, 5 years. But if you have that, they're going to take it. So you can't. So you might want to go try. Like I tell people, like I told this young man one day, he asked me, can he get a TWIC card? I told him a situation, and he said he had an open warrant for choking out his baby mother. I said, well, if I was you, I won't apply for it. Apply for it. They took his $140-something. They took it. They ate that up. You don't get that back because the port's pretty much run by the Coast Guard. Even though Port Authority and all that got something to do with it, the Coast Guard got their hands in the port. They got their hands in the port. So he lost that money, but that's how the game go. That's how it go. But it really don't make no sense that they keep the Harold Daggett said, if we can't come to a solution, then they're going to cripple America and we ain't getting nothing. Without him, it won't move. No, buddy. No. Without the truckers, the freight ain't moving. We liable to go on strike right after the port. They're already talking about it. We liable to go on strike right after whatever they choose to get. The truckers might just go on strike right after that. You talking about cripple? You can't move nothing without a truck. Can't. I don't care how much they money ask for in the port. You can't move it without a truck. And that's the honest truth. You can't. But that's what's going on right now. This guy he got some big kahunas to be sitting up there threatening everybody. And at the end of the day, you still need the truckers, man. You still need the truckers. I don't know who hands you got your pockets in, but you still need the truckers to operate this freight on the road. It ain't no other way. It ain't no other way to move it. You can get AI technology all day. The thing about AI technology is that Sealand don't have it yet. Sealand don't have it yet. 51 just got the automated boxes. 51 is Port North Terminal. They just got the automatic boxes. Global Terminal, they already have autonomous equipment. We call it the L sector. We call it the L because every time you go over there, you take an L every day. Brother asked me, I think Anton asked me, he said, brother, with a autonomy, equipment, autonomous equipment, help y'all get out the port faster? No, bro. No. We go into global, and we stuck in global for 4 hours. If ain't nobody in global, you in and out 10 minutes. But when global is packed, sometimes they take you 2 hours to get in global because they run by appointments. They run by appointment. Even though they set up by appointment, we still out there on the street. We still out there 2 or 3 hours. Now, once you get in global and you get the L and the L is backed up, you be backed up 1.5 miles, 2 miles inside the port just to come all the way around to make a snake turn to get for your box. Sometimes when you get your box, they put you on the gate. Now you're on the gate. You get 7, 8 hours in the port for what? We don't get paid to be in the port. I'm not a company driver. So will it help move the port faster? No. No. They ain't going to help nothing. What's going to help move the port fastest if these workers stop being lazy. They lazy in these ports. Kid you not. These port drivers, the port workers, the LIA, they lazy. They back each other up. Even if you say the LIE and port workers are different, y'all all work together. And, they all work together, man. So will it help? No. It's going to just slow the port up. I'm going to show you something real quick. This is California right now, right? Let me see if I can pull it up. This is what they mean by autonomous AI coming in the port. Let me pull up. I'm going to show you something real quick. I want y'all to be able to see this. This is AI in the port. This is somebody's page right here. I'm going to show a little bit real quick because I don't,
7:18 here on the East Coast and taking you back out live.
That's AI right there.
New Jersey port workers already walking the picket lines early this Tuesday.
You see them trucks moving on their own? You see them?
And automation that could reignite inflation.
You see that container moving on its own? There's nobody in there.
In a few weeks. According to the Associated Press, the contracts between the ports and about 45,000 members of the International Longshoremen's Association expired at midnight. And even though progress was reported in talks,
you see the containers moving on their own?
The workers went on strike, as you're seeing right now. The strike affecting 30
You see that? That's like a remote. That's like an RC car.
1977.
Even the big cranes are moving on their own.
Joining us live this morning to further discuss this breaking news.
Y'all can go subscribe to Company Driver, man. I'm using his page right now, but the guy page is called Company Driver. It's called Company Driver. I'm gonna tag him in it anyway. So if I use the audio, I just use them. But you see what I'm saying, right? That's what you call automation right there. The machines are moving themselves. And what happened is in California, man, I don't know if the number's right, but 8,500 people lost their job, man. 8,500 people lost their job. And I'm going to show you who the man is. The man of the hour right now is the man that's, and check out, I want you to listen clear how much this man is worth.
Right now we're learning more about his lavish lifestyle.
Cheryl Castelli from our sister network Fox is here to break it all down. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, good morning to both of you. And he does have a bit of a lavish lifestyle, homes, yachts, a Bentley. Let's get into this. So first, let's talk about his salary. He makes a nice salary. Last year, this president, Harold Daggett, of course, he runs ILA, raked in $900,000, according to union filings from the Department of Labor. For comparison, the average union dock worker makes about $81,000 each year. Now, let's talk about the homes that he owns. He's got a $2.4 million home, Sparta, New Jersey.
Nah, I'm not saying that's why they're striking. No, that's not why they strike it. They don't want AI to come in. They don't want foreign companies to come into American ports and pretty much bring AI in. And a lot of Americans would lose their job. They would definitely lose their job. So that's pretty much what they're saying also. They don't want the AI to come in and take over because you figure if AI come in, you have thousands of people. Million. Thanks for coming through. You have thousands of people coming in, and a lot of people ready on either on an appointment line or without a job. That is what they're saying. Pretty much saying if you in a job 30 years, you about to retire, and you bring AI and they just get rid of you. So pretty much they striking for more money. Yeah, but see, the West Coast ain't striking because they already brought AI in. They did strike, but I don't know what happened. But on this side, tell you about it, bro. So that's pretty much what it is, man. They don't want AI to come in. But the thing is, we already got AI in New Jersey. We have it in Global Terminal. And it's going to get worse. We have it in Global Terminal. We have it already. We definitely have AI in Global Terminal already. But that's pretty much what they're striking for. They don't want to come in. Plus, they want bigger wages too, man. So you figure 6-7 years, they looking to make anywhere from $90 to $100 an hour. That's what they're looking for, Major. Anywhere from $90 to $100 an hour. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, exactly, brother. Exactly. So they looking the Jersey ports, New York ports, and all the rest of these ports are looking to make anywhere from $90 to $100 by time to be within 6 to 7 years. That's what they're looking for. And will they get it? I don't know. They might get it. They might just get it. But at the end of the day, us drivers, we still getting the pay. We still getting the pay cut, and that's all. That's what I'm up there talking about. You know, you don't include the drivers. You keep being arrogant about it. Say you don't need nobody. I could cripple America, but without the truckers, because one thing about me, I'm an operator, right? And we don't have a union. Owner operators do not have a union. You self-made, self-taught, self-built. You your own company, your own man. So as owner operator, you fix everything, you pay for everything, anywhere from diesel. That's like right now. Work right now. I'm not working right now, but diesel still. I'm paying about $80,000 a year in diesel. $80,000 a year in diesel. That's what I'm paying. About $80,000 a year in diesel. Then at the same time, I still gotta repairs on the truck. So right now, if I'm doing a run from PA down to Port Newark, and you cut the rate down to $450, that ain't no money, man. That is not no money. Because if I'm spending $800 a week on fuel, what that leaves me, then I still got other things. You got mortgage, you got rent, you got lights, you got water, you got kids, you got all types of stuff going on. You might even got a side piece you're paying for, but you got so much going on that if they keep cutting the rate, it's not going to be enough for drivers. But then when you got the big companies like JB Hunt giving a cheaper rate, you got the big companies like Warner, you got the big companies coming in the port that's cutting the rate. They cutting the rate to come in the port to get what we doing. It's going to get to the point where as though it ain't going to be, do the brokers own the loads? Nah, broker loads garbage. I'm keep real with you, bro. If I don't have my own trailer, I don't do power only. If you do power only, you go on a load boy, you look for your work. If you have your own trailer, you go on a load boy, look for your work. Right now, containers are still paying better than they're doing better than what a broker can give you. If you run in North Carolina with a container from Jersey, North Carolina, they want to offer you $900. With a container, you at least getting 14 to go down there. That's the difference with a container and a difference between somebody dealing with a broker. The broker is robbing people. The broker is sitting back making $150,000, $200,000 a year. Anytime the broker got to make more than the driver, and a broker ain't doing nothing but moving freight around, you losing out here, man. You losing out here. So broken the loads come off the load, but they garbage. Right now they paying like what are they offering? That's like saying they'll go from here to Rochester. The broker load from here to Rochester, New York, and the container, you get about $1,200, right? The run that if you broker the load, you get about $700 to go to Rochester. Who's doing that? That ain't no money. That ain't no money. Now you don't have to broker container. No, you don't have to broker container, but you go through. I guess if you get your own, you go to UIIA. You go through. You get your own authority. Then you apply for the UIIA. Then once you get accepted UIA, you got to get $1 million cover insurance. I'm giving you game. You get $1 million cover insurance. Once you get that, then you come with you got to make sure you get a SCAT code. Once you get a SCAT code, then you able to call up steamship lines. And first you got to get like a good safety audit check to get freight out of Sealand. But you could go through customers and you can work and negotiate your own prices so you don't have to deal with no brokers with containers. And most of them are for Florida and California. They usually work with. Yeah, but nah, up here is different, man. Up here is different. Like right now, brokers right now they rob the industry, man. You know, if you work for a broker, it's just they cut the rate so bad. The rate is being cut. Hey, what's going on, Grace? The rate is being cut. Like you could be put like this: JB Hunt will put a load on a load board for 900. A broker get that same run and offer 800 for the load. A driver could tell a broker, well, can I get at least 850 for the run of 900? The broker gonna tell you no, but they could be getting more than that for the load. It always an up and down fight dealing with a broker, because if you have honest brokers out there will tell you, okay, cool, I'm not trying to make a killing. Let's say like a broker got 10 drivers and a broker getting $200 off a load from each 10 drivers, they make out pretty good. But if a broker is getting 90%, you can't make no money like that. And I know drivers right now that if they was up, they'll tell you. I know drivers right now struggling brokering loads up here. They going through hard times up here dealing with brokers. That's like one time my boy tells me he dealing with a broker. I was on the phone with him. And they already set a deal for the broker. They set a deal for the broker coming out. It was a load coming out of Philly. The deal was already set for $750 to run these loads. 44,000. See, that's the thing too. When you're dealing with brokers, you got to watch the lows. You got to watch the lows, because if you don't watch the weight of the load, you're gonna be got load 44,000 pounds, big bros of paper coming out of Packer Avenue down in the port, right? The broker gets on the phone and say, "Well, we could do this and do that, run on that backhoe and pay you 500." So if I talked to you yesterday and you agree to give me 500. But today you drop that load of, if you agree to give me 750, but today you drop that load of 500, I'm losing. So I don't want to do the load no more. So if I don't do the load, you're going to throw me under the bus. I don't know. It don't affect, it says, what, does the new load tax affect I don't know. What up, 702? It don't affect the drivers, man. Drivers are always getting hit on the back end. It may protect the tax load, but not up here. Not with the drivers. The drivers, man, they just keep cutting it. Oh shit. Yeah, they keep cutting it. But see, man, I'm glad to know a lot of y'all in here that's in the trucking, man. And I appreciate y'all input, because the only way we could be able to come up with a solution for this, if we all up here going back and forth. You know, a lot of people don't really know. I ain't never know none of y'all brothers up here in the trucking. I'm starting to find that out right now. But sometimes this is what it have to take for all us to get together, man. Nah, it depends on where you're going, though. It's a stack of low in New Jersey. It depends on where you're going. It depends on where you're going, man. Really depends on where you're going and who you leased on to. Like a lot of container drivers, they don't have their own authority. They don't have their own UIA where they could pull work out the port. Now, a friend of mine's, we call Danny Boy. Danny Boy, you know, he pulls his own loads out of the port. And when we took a hit through COVID, he kind of dropped his price a little bit. So after COVID, he stayed with his regular clients because they knew that they could rely on Danny Boy. So Danny Boy have 3 trucks and he's running smooth right now because he kept it the same way. But nah, it's not a stack like that. Depends on where you're going. They don't even want to pay you $1,000 or nothing, man. It's gonna get crazy out here. Nah, the strike don't affect you. Oh yeah, it affects me. I'm out of work. I can't go to work right now until they get this together. I'm out of work, bro. Yeah, I'm out of work right now, so I guess only I get back to work after this over. I'm just hoping that this don't last a couple of weeks, man. Because of that, I got to find some type of way to get this together. Now, hey, AJ, if you want to I'm gonna drop the link, man. If you want to come up here, because see, AJ, he been in the ports like me. He used to run his own lumber company. And he'll tell you pretty much like, if you want to come up, you come up, man. Anybody, if y'all want to come up and add on to this, y'all can. I don't have a problem with that. Let me see. All right, there you go. All right, let me see something. There you go. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me say something, man. Now, at the end of the day, right? I I don't have a problem with what they asking for, but the thing is this: when you got us drivers in the ports, I'm in the ports 5 days a week. When you in the ports 5 days a week, and you deal with the level of disrespect, when you're dealing with these port workers that moving slow, moving like snails, when you got to sit outside the port for damn near 2 to 4 hours to get in, and then you spend another 2 to 4 hours to get out. You either in the ports for 4 to 8 hours, and you still got to come out and try to do a run. Can't make no money like that. Now, when you go to Staten Island, the only port, Staten Island, New York, and even the one in Red Hook in Brooklyn, the only port you could go in there, and you win in no more than 30 minutes. No more than 30 minutes, nothing less than an hour to be in the port. And that's how it is when you in. Let me see. Hold up. There you go. All right. So you might want to roll that window up. Yeah, you might want to roll that window up.
I don't think it's gonna work. It's still too loud.
No, you all right now. You all right now.
I don't know why it didn't go on my headset. Where you at with it?
No, we just pretty much talking about the rates in the low board.
Shit, rates are down. Like you getting paid a third of what you used to get paid. 100 miles to a company was like seven, eight, $900. You pay an owner operator anywhere from 490 to five and a quarter. But now they paying like $400 to a company for 100 miles. They don't want to pay nothing.
Nah.
And brokers, I'm realizing that brokers is doing it even dirtier. Cause like I'm leased on to a company right now, you can get 1,100.
Your mic clipped out. No, there you go.
All right,
Now we say you leased
but
onto a company getting a what? 1,100.
I was getting 1,100 for 300 miles. But I'm arguing with brokers when I was running my authority, 250 to go to Charlotte, and all they want to give you is 700. Florida is even worse. You get paid to go into Florida, but they literally paying $1 a mile to come up out of Florida. And I know everybody say, we'll do it to get fuel money, and I'm like, nah, I ain't in business for fuel money. I'd rather
Exactly.
just. What happened?
No, I'm listening.
So yeah, these rates is crazy. At the rate they got them at, so low. I mean, between home bills, between the truck bills and stuff, we can't survive at $2 a mile, 250 a
See,
mile.
hey, Major, you said, so honestly, can I ask, what's the benefit of being a driver now? Hey, we asking that right now, bro. I'm questioning myself right now. What's the benefit of being a driver right now? Yeah, we all questioning that right now because back then the money was great. Now the money trash right now.
You
Trash
can get
right
an
now.
hourly job at $25 an hour and do 10 to 12 hours of overtime and bring home 1100 clean.
Um,
You ain't got no responsibility to nothing. $1,100 to an owner operator is, that's lunch money and shit.
that's like saying, like right now, right? Right now, Major. Let's say like you do a good run at the end of the week, after fuel and everything, you take home $4,500, right? Now you get that check and go start that truck up Monday morning, and that engine start knocking. You go to a mechanic, and the mechanic say that's the bottom end, or that's your rockers and ejectors. That's that 45 right there. That's the whole check, and it's the reason why we complaining about better rates because if, like I said the last live, if you paying more than fuel and your fuel is more than what you take home, then you might as well just park the truck and get a company job then. Because you can't make no money, you can't make a profit doing this. Back then, you was able to make a profit. If you spent 2,000 on fuel, you was guaranteed to bring home at least 35 to $4,000 a week. Can't do that no more. Because now you should be trying to find the cheapest fuel, and every time you buy the cheapest fuel, now you got to worry about injectors, you got to worry about sleeves, you got to worry about all that garbage in the tank. But they don't have to worry about this in the port. They go to port, you ask for more money, but the drivers that's pulling the containers out the port, by the time we get the highway come back, we be so happy. At the end of the day, we could turn off that truck and turn it on in the morning. We didn't have no truck issues. But you got them days when you got these issues and the company really ain't trying to pay you nothing. The port and the rates are going down. Nobody really trying to pay for the drivers to do the work no more.
Man, all the company gonna tell you is call me when your truck fixed. You got
Well,
some smaller companies that'll help you out with fixing your truck, but most larger companies, they're gonna have you take a loan out from them to help fix anything.
yeah. That's like right now too. You said right now. You said owner operators over the road isn't a move anymore. Really, no. Depends on who you're doing. Let's say if you hauling like oversized equipment and you got escorts, money into that. If you hauling cattle, sheep, lamb, goats, horses, cows, it's money into that. But other than just regular LTL freight, no, no, because you're spending all that time out there on the road, especially when you run the containers, right? You run a container off the port, you might get a Metro chassis or an old co-op chassis because the port's got a garbage chassis. Even though they make you get your own, you go far up there with recats. By the time you get out there, you blow a tire. And ATJ, he'll let you know. If you go out there and blow a tire, the port used to pay for that. Not no more. The company is charging you for blowing out tires now. They're charging you for drag marks in the tires. They're charging you for a damaged chassis. So now what the ports are doing now, they charging back the owner operators. So now, other than charging the company for it, the company is charging the drivers. So everybody making money, but the driver. What's going on, bro? Let me see. Hold on.
Nothing
Yeah, there you
much,
go.
man. Nothing much, man. Just peeping out everything that's happening in the country, bro.
Yeah,
You know, I just feel like this entire country is being corporatized.
Man,
The low,
America is a corporation
yeah,
anyway, bro.
yeah. So they're trying to corporatize everything, man.
Uh-huh.
Mom and pops that we used to go to when we was coming up, those are going out of business. They don't want owner operators. You know what I'm saying? Damn, what is that?
Hey.
They don't want owner operators. They don't want contractors. They want all of us. They want all you motherfuckers to work for an employer as an employee driver, so they can make sure they get the taxes off the top. They don't want us to be able to be contractors and owner operators, so we can get those benefits of being able to write things off on taxes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm over the road.
Yeah.
And I'm a contractor. I get paid 30% of the load. You know, I average like 1800. Sometimes, you know, I have a $2,300 week,
Yeah.
$2,200 week, but that's far and few between. But I will not bring myself to go work for one of these carriers that's W-2, because when I'm on the road, bro, on average, I spend every time I go out, I stay out at least 4 weeks. Last time I was out, I stayed out 8 weeks, grinded out, came home with like 8 grand cash, you know what I'm saying, after bills and taxes,
Yeah.
you know, put aside. Now, if I'm a company driver and they taking taxes off the top and I'm sending money home to wifey, my sons, all my kids, making sure they taking care of paying all my bills. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying for this food and I'm not getting no kickback, because you can't file no kickback for food or expenses on the road when you're a W-2 driver. There's
No.
no fucking benefit. But that's what they want. That's what they want, bro. That's why they did that AB5 thing in California, bro. They
Uh-huh.
want that tax money and they want everybody to be workers. They don't want nobody to own anything. They don't want that no more.
So what
They
state
don't.
you from?
I'm originally from Inglewood, California, but I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
All right. All right. So I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna tell you something, right? Now, right before COVID, New Jersey, New Jersey was trying to cancel all the owner operators. They was trying to make us dunnage drivers and sign on to a company, a regular company, so they could make us dunnage drivers so we could get regular hourly pay. Then they was trying to get rid of us. New Jersey was trying to get rid of the owner operators, but when COVID came, all
They
of a
needed
sudden
that.
now they
Right.
mobbed us all up, gave us good pay. But after COVID was done, they said they cut the rate down. That's like right now in 2030, this upstate New York said no more diesel wagons. 2030. They
What?
canceling them. Yep. As of 2030, the governor passed a law, no more diesel wagons, upstate New York come 2030.
Well, Kathy Hochul is a fucking idiot anyway, so let's not even talk about her. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
New York governor. But this is the thing, bro. There's already not enough room to build any more infrastructure in New York. So where is they going to charge these electric diesels? I'm confused. 2030 is on. It's about to be 2025 in 2-3 months.
Yeah,
Where's the infrastructure going to come from in 5 years to build this shit? Do you know that they said nationwide to build infrastructure to charge all of these diesel vehicles, it would take over $6 trillion? Where is that going to come from?
exactly.
Bro, that's a stupid ass law that she signed into effect to do what her handlers told her to do. They're not
Uh-huh.
gonna be able to move none of this shit without diesel vehicles. They could cancel that stupid bullshit. They could
Yeah.
cancel it. They could cancel it. It ain't gonna work.
So
It's
right
not gonna work.
now, what they did in the port right now, they already put up 4 electric stations in the port. So now New Jersey just passed a law come 2025. If you have 7 trucks, you got to get 1 electric truck. Out of every 7 trucks, you got to get 1 electrical truck.
And do you know how much those electrical trucks cost?
Man, I'm thinking about a half a million.
Exactly.
Half a million.
So that in itself, that guideline and parameter in itself, how
Yeah.
many small company owners that got 5, 6, 7, 15, 20 trucks, how many company owners is going to be put out of business?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Swift Night Transportation, Swift Night Group, they just bought Western Express, right? So they got another mega carrier. Prime Inc., those big mega carriers, they don't give a fuck. They got those trucks already on back order.
Yeah,
They already ordered them trucks, so they don't care. All of these new policies that they enacting is to put out the small business owner, bro.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it. That's why there's this inflation. You know what I'm saying? They're forcing everybody to go out of business and be employees. They don't want business owners. Just
Yeah,
like the Democrats, they want to be able to tax on unrecognized gains. So let's just say you got a truck company and your truck company is worth 3 million,
uh-huh.
but they say you're forecasted based off of last year's tax filings. You're forecasted to make $4 million. They want to tax you on that up front, bro.
Yeah.
What is that going to do to the big? Even the corporations are saying, "Oh, wait. How the fuck you gonna tax us on some shit that we ain't even made yet?"
Mm-hmm.
This is to put the small business guy out of business, bro.
Yeah.
So what it's gonna do is, let's say you got a business that's like I said, it's worth over 3 million. They say you're gonna make 5 million, right? In order to pay that tax, that unrecognized gains, a lot of these business owners are gonna have to sell a percentage of their business just to stay in business to pay that.
See, when New Jersey was doing, they call it an estimate tax. So when New Jersey, like I live in the state of Pennsylvania now, right? So
Right.
now when I go file my registration, when I had one truck that got crashed in the port. That truck
Yeah.
got crashed in the port in November. So I got the KW in February. Now, mind you, I had just did the registration on that truck. So they prorated the registration. It was the same price of the original registration for the truck. So I had to pay $1,700 twice. They
What?
prorated the estimate tax, they prorated. So I paid $1,700 twice in 3 months.
That's crazy, bro.
In 3 months. The state
That's
of
crazy.
Pennsylvania, they got all of us up here. We got to pay our registration in the truck by May 31st. All of us.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
That's how it
I
is,
don't.
man.
Yeah, and this is the thing, bro. You can have, Swift can have 1,500 trucks, 25, 30,000 trailers, but these mega carriers combined don't have enough trucks to move the freight, bro.
They don't. That's why they need us.
Exactly.
But they don't want to pay us.
Why are you excuse me? Why are you continuing to make these policies? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just like the head of FMCSA, right? They found out. Remember, about like 4 months ago, they tabled the speed limiter thing and they put that shit on hold, right?
Yeah.
Come
Uh-huh.
to find out, the lady who was the spokesman and the head of the FMCSA, bro, her campaign was funded by Knight and Swift Group.
That's
She
crazy,
had
man.
she had donors from the fucking mega carriers, and the mega carriers want everybody to be governed, so we can't get our loads there faster. My truck is ungoverned. I'm in a Peterbilt 579 Ultra Loft with the 80-inch sleeper with an APU. I could do 80 if I want to in this motherfucker.
Man,
So
I still got a 550 cat, man.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is, when you ungoverned, let's say over 10 hours, if I do 70
Yeah.
and you could only do 62, bruh, I'm 80 miles ahead of you. I'm dropping my load when these drivers at the mega carrier is up doing his pre-trip trying to get that extra 80 miles to my destination to drop his load. I'm already dropping my shit. I'm in the dock and I'm doing my paperwork and scanning it and sending it when he pulling up to get unloaded. That's a big advantage that we have, right? But it's a flawed system when you could have these mega carriers and all big corporations donate to people's campaign to get
Mm-hmm.
them in the office to enforce these new policies and laws that's going to put us out of business. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't work with a company that if you got more than 100 trucks, I don't work with it. I don't work with that company. I like to work with companies that got 75 to 100 trucks. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Because you get to know who your dispatch is, you get to know who your fleet manager is. I even know my general manager. I could drop in at the yard and go in and say what's up to him and talk about concerns that I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like the corporations. You know what I mean? But it's all gonna backfire on them, bro. Watch and see what I tell you. It's gonna come a time in the day, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people they don't believe in God, but the power of God is amazing, bro. He works he works things. You know what I'm saying? The
See,
Midian the Midianites, they had an army of 100,000, and God got Jerab Bell with an army of 300, and he gave the Midianites into their hand. An army of 300 defeated an army of 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of God, bro. And these people, they believe in science. They don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? But the power of God gonna make sure that when you do people wrong, you gonna have something to pay.
they believe in science. They believe in kickbacks, handoffs.
Right. Yeah, bro. So yeah, man. I've been watching you since like 2017, before I
Oh,
even had a
oh,
CDL.
oh, oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I've been watching you, you know what I'm saying, since then, bro. And I got my finally got up off the couch, from the hotel industry, and got my CDL in 2019.
Okay,
And
salute, bro.
you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the content that you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna continue to support you. You know what I mean? And
Appreciate it, brother.
you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and log out and let some other brothers talk, man, so we can have these important conversations.
I got you. I got you, bro. Appreciate you coming through, man.
No doubt.
Hey, yo, AT, you still on? Yeah, I don't know. Happy must have lost service. Yeah, but see what it is though. There you go. What it is that, especially when Amazon came to town. Amazon came to town. They flooded the system.
Man,
Hold up, what?
Amazon did like any street nigga would do. Let them with 2 for 5s, then they hit them with 20s. You know what I mean? They just did it in the reverse. They came out, they had great rates. A lot of people left their job, gave up their truck just to go run Amazon. 2 years later, man, you were struggling with Amazon. Like that. Yo,
Nah, I got you, bro. I had to Hey, don't buy no Jack Russell, man. He done bit the third collar off, man. This dog is stupid and crazy, man. Don't buy Jack Russell, man. That little dog got issues, man. But yeah, I know. I know that's what they all doing right now, man. That's like right now, they're gonna make it way for the autonomous trucks because come November, the law that they pass, if you don't go through what's that clearinghouse, if you
oh
didn't fix your
yeah.
situation, come November, Barry, they're gonna downgrade a lot of CDL licenses. That's how they're gonna get rid of us. Come November, they're gonna downgrade a lot of licenses because of the DOT, failed DOT, drug, dirty urine, drug test, alcohol, and if whoever got popped, if you have not went through clearinghouse now and try to fix it, they're gonna downgrade your CDL license. Then when they do that, all they're gonna do now is start muscling in the self-driving trucks. Now I seen a couple of self-driving trucks. I seen them. You drive down the road, you look up. I seen one at the Loves in Bingleton. The guy was in the back, program got in the back. The truck drove out. The truck stopped on his own. Nobody behind the wheel. This is what they're doing now. They're gonna try to get, if you don't have your CDL now, they're gonna make it where you can't get it no more. Back then was a chauffeur license. Now, CDL, they're gonna try to make it where you can't even get it no more. Or they're gonna make it a way they're gonna get it something like we were saying, what if the ports come up with their own truckers to move the freight? They're gonna cut all of us. They're gonna just try to get rid of all the drivers doing this. But the port, I don't know how they did it in California, but the port had what they had called a reimbursement program. They give you $25,000, take your old truck to the dealer, give your truck to Arrow Truck Sales or whatever dealer you go to, they got the program with. You give your truck away, you'll take the $25,000, you'll put that $25,000 on a new used truck. But the catch to that is you have to do 150, you have to do 150 containers a year. 150 containers a year. That's what the port did. Now to turn around, that's why I said if you let a person talk long enough, they will tell on themselves. Now the port just said they told us they ain't had no more money. So you got guys on the waiting list that have been waiting a whole year for the reimbursement program for the port to get the money up. Port said they ain't got no money, but they just said the port, they losing what, $55 billion a day? It's a lot of money be losing for you. Say you ain't got no money for these truckers that's pulling 150 containers a year. That's the catch to that. They don't tell you until you get the money. Say, well, you get a check for $25,000, but you got to put that check on the truck. You can't spend that check, but that's the gimmicks. That's the gimmicks we going through. Oh, see? You said 144,000 CDL drivers haven't complete their clearinghouse. That's a lot. That's a lot of drivers. And that's a lot of trucks. That's a lot of autonomous trucks that are going to come through and fill that gaps. You would get 44,000 to fill that gap, man. And that's crazy, but that's what's going on right now. So we see come November. And see, that's why the port's trying to secure what they doing now. They ain't got to drive a truck. Even with the hot shots, they taking the hot shots off the road. They making them guys that run hot shots get CDL license now. A lot of them guys can't even get a CDL license. I know Tennessee started that, taking them off the road. It's a lot that drivers go through. It's a lot, but nobody understand it. They think drivers make a lot of money. Ain't a whole lot of money out there no more. It's not a whole lot of money out there no more. It's not. They like Al said, they want you to get on with a company. They forcing you to go company. They're gonna force you to go company. I used to be a company driver. You know, I don't pull doubles. I don't pull tankers. I don't haul cars. I did everything but garbage and oversized equipment. I ain't do that. But that's what they forced. They're gonna force us all out. That's why we gotta stand together, man. We gotta stand for something. Because if not, we ain't gonna have no job in a minute. All right, so right now I'm about to end this live. I appreciate all y'all for coming in. Hey Barry, I appreciate you coming in, brother. And May, I got you, man. I appreciate you for coming in. My boy AT, Angie Baby, Sonny Blanco,
Word up.
702. Grace, I appreciate y'all coming through. We're gonna end this live, but I'll be back live tomorrow. Hey, Major, if you want to hit the link, Barry, you can hit the link anytime you want, man. Hey, one thing about this channel, I let cats hit the link, man. If you on the same page as me, and we all in the trucker, you'd be surprised that it's a lot of people in these sectors that's truck drivers or that's in the trucker field. All right, so we're gonna end the live, but appreciate y'all coming through, man. Anytime the live up, hit the link. Come on up, brother. Hey, I appreciate it. All right, we out of here. Peace.
Peace out.